Okay, hello and welcome to another episode of Let's Play Fire Emblem Three Houses on Maddening on an exercise bike. Looking forward to this next mission. When last we played, I think we just ran around the castle, didn't we? And all was well. And then that comes to a crashing halt here because now we have, I think we did the certifications as well, we have got a story mission. And if the story lead up is to be believed, there will be fog involved in this, which is just an absolutely horrendous thought. I'm not looking forward to this. Mince words there. I think this is going to be a tremendous pain. Right, going to sound like the present. To war at Grondor. Oh, yeah. I'm actually going to save it on this one because if there's anything else that I think we have access to the marketplace anyway, so it shouldn't make much difference. But
the Kingdom Army departs from the Great Bridge of Murden and marches south toward Enbar, the Imperial capital. Meanwhile, the Alliance Army follows from behind to invade Imperial territory, and the Empire has dispatched forces from Fort Mercius to intercept them. The curtain is rising on a conflict between the three armies, which will come to be known as the Battle at Grondor, held on the same plains that witnessed the Battle of the Eagle and Lion.
Well, this should be an absolute breeze if there's no fog. If there is fog, it could be an absolute nightmare. Like, fog with Hubert is just, like, absolutely unreasonable. Okay, but it's looking like no fog. If it's no fog, then I won't quite go as far as to say it's no problem, but yeah, should be a hell of a lot less of a problem. Right, okay, firstly, does it have, oh, we don't see the conditions yet. Okay, fine. Right, well, let's assume that we're going this way. Byleth obviously sits in the centre because, you know, why would he possibly want to sit anywhere else? And then I think we do that. Okay, and we don't need torches. Oh, units. Right, okay, on this one I think I might try and bring things that actually have a bit of punch. So I think Byleth's got everyone but Gilbert, and nobody cares about Gilbert. Fine. Dimitri's got everybody but Marianne. Do we want Marianne? It's like a single heal for Dimitri. It won't be that. Or like, who have we got who's actually sort of good? Seteth, Gilbert and Hilda will all be useful. Do we have anybody like Seteth? Seteth could go Ingrid, and I think I will, because that's yeah, there's some merit to that. Right, Gilbert, can't imagine he's got too many things that with us. Technically Dedu, but realistically no. Who was the other one? I know Ferdy's up there, but I think Ferdy Oh yeah, and Hilda. Yeah, I think these two are basically maxed out with everybody who's on there. Actually on there. Right, okay. Petra can't get Leonie anyway. So they do. Okay. Right, I am leaning towards Dimitri with Mariana. And Felix, if you've got anybody who you would buddy up with. Bernie? Bernie? I feel like he's going to be the one getting the hits. Unless Sylvain. Well, the trouble is with Sylvain, it has to be. Yeah. No, I think we'll go Bernie with Felix. So pitiful. Right, whatever. Okay. We're being confident. Let's do it. Just quickly check the battalions. Okay, we need to replenish. Alright. All enemy commanders. Why we have to defeat Claude?
Know that I will tear your heads from your shoulders. The dead must have it.
Wow. Just dropping my phone everywhere.
As big class reunions go, this one's gotta be the worst in history.
Years ago, we fought here as classmates. But not today.
Kill every last one of them!
I do so enjoy being on the
So we fight on.
the one who seems like the most evil. Like we're talking a good game about being the good guys here, but really not.
You have finally appeared, Edelgard. Now, you are mine!
The Kingdom Army doesn't look too interested in joining forces with us. Let's take a moment to see how this all unfolds.
It would not be advantageous to take on both at once. We must stop the Kingdom and the Alliance from joining forces. I will create such chaotic warfare that they won't be able to tell who is friend and who is foe.
Right, so no, I'm not quite sure how this is going to work, but okay.
Let's make this quick.
Who's attacking? Oh, the bomb thing. Right, okay. Frustrating. Right, okay. Well, I think what we do... can we just... Yeah, that's better. Someone should be able to draw her back.
No time to slow down.
Or similar. Dorothea. Yeah, can. Combat arts, draw back. Cool. So we've got some knights coming from there, we've got some things coming here. I think...
I'll comply.
Right. Dimitri, get moving.
What's my strategy?
Violet, get moving.
At your service.
Mercedes, get moving.
I will prevail.
Ooh. It's kind of tempting. I think we'll go there.
Ready when you are.
To that end. Here. Should be a decent place for you.
I'm your girl.
Well done.
Yeah, draw him.
What's the plan?
Cool.
Cut through.
Felix to there. Right, okay.
Mounted units, advance.
No bad start. I don't think the other one can hit me. Maybe it can. Nope, nope. Right. Petra gets hit, that's fine then. Right, okay. Cool. So, Felix, how do you feel about punching a horse? Maybe not your first choice, I guess. Sylvain, can you really not get far enough? Damn it. Right. Best girl. I think Dark Spikes is probably the way to go with it. Right, okay.
I've got no time for mercy.
Fair. Right.
That helps.
Yeah, all fairly standard for them too. Right, okay, I think we're just going to... Oh shit, it's good. Why do we use Dark Spike?
I will not die yet.
Okay, fine. Felix, are you able to get like a kill on this guy? No. Right. I don't think anyone else has got to reach the bush, so you might as well go and stand in the bush. So, that's not ideal look, but never mind. Right. Okay, so going for him. Oh shit! Fuck! Didn't need to do that. God damn it!
Not so fast.
Stupid me. Didn't check the damage. I just assumed it would do damage, which is, as we know, the mother of all fuck-ups. Right. Okay. Okay. Just a simple Iron Lance should end this guy. Pointless crit now, rather than when we needed one.
And no action. Just like that.
Okay. Right, okay, I think Iron Bow will do that. The Brave Bow will just kill him. It's a story mission, so we might as well Brave Bow.
You took me lightly.
Cool. Petra. Looking a little bit worse here.
My heart burns with pride.
Right, can you get to here? Sure, actually I can't send that. Right, so we've basically got these two. I think you go for him.
Thank you.
And then Mercy can get over here and her.
Thank you.
Right, are they going to come over there? And basically, if so, I think he's going to end up being completely useless this fight. No, right, okay, so. Okay, we'll get some of that health back, that's nice. Petra takes another hit. That's fine. Right. Okay.
All is going to plan.
Cool, brave bro, very nice. Felix, can you punch this person to death?
You haven't earned my pity.
Good, and Bernie gets a level. Not that it matters.
Bernie's just...
Yeah, Bernie's just not good. Yeah, I think that is kind of fair. Right. Best girl, go there and wait. Annette, if you dance best girl... Messages are coming thick and fast on my phone.
Apologies.
Okay. Right, okay. Wait there. You are being thoroughly useless. Never mind. Right. You up to there? Yeah, I mean, I could say they both can hit, but they're not. To here, and then Dorothea gets as far as here. I think what we'll do is heal you.
Inspired.
And then you can move into there. Oh, you can use arms? Oh, well, if you can use arms, then you can. I don't think they were able to if they were flying units.
I work
Or
as a
anything with
pro.
canter. Just wait there. Right, Mercy. We're going to arc you around the other way. Also take you as you're about to get hit. Okay.
There are enemies in the central area. We need to head there immediately to protect it.
Okay. Oh yeah, Felix has got lots of things, hasn't he, from the assassin, so we might want to get him over to the chest. Very good. Violet. Oh no, we want Petra. Take this 2 damage. Pretty critical, I suppose, for like 7.
The Empire and Kingdom are mixed up in this battle. It's a struggle to target the right one. Such are the rules of melee. We'll just have to crush anyone who isn't an ally.
Right, okay. Oh my word! What even are the conditions on this? We'll just have to go for anybody, i.e. those guys. Right, okay. Well, Okay. Right, okay. Jesus. I mean... Is that attacking her from there as well? Okay, what if... Yeah, okay, so... Right, I think... That is actually okay. Because if we go here... No, everyone will attack. Over there. Damn, right, okay. Alright. Let's see what this does.
You're interfering with the plan. Looks like I'll just have to get rid of you.
Yeah, looks like it, doesn't it? No.
Fighting on will endanger my life. Your Majesty, I must withdraw.
Okay.
No need to worry. We still have some troops left. So long as I stand, we won't give up.
Right, this is getting nasty. I don't know if there's a... Right, can we see what the attack range of this... Oh, that's unfortunate, isn't it? Right, okay, and what's her... Okay, so she can get to there. So we can technically back her up and...
It's done.
Oh, poor shield, congratulations. Right, okay, so I guess with Gantz...
Thanks.
Right, how far can you get without being the victim of anything? So you need to go to there. Let's see if what's in there. 42. Okay, so that's not going to work. So I guess maybe. Right. Okay. So would it have been a better? By the way, can we do the thing here where we see? Okay, so there's the chest where Adol's is, but otherwise no. Would we have been better to move across here and just ignore the top bit, and then these things? Like I still feel we're going to get sort of, we have to deal with this, but then they would be going across. Or do we just go back one and then accept that we have to fight everything? What's the condition? You see, it's insisting that we defeat all enemy commanders, which feels what's the word? It doesn't feel like that's what the plot is asking, or what the interactions are. It feels almost like Claude's. Yeah, I mean, the other. Like, it almost seemed on the first one like you could speak with him, but then it's like, okay, your unit's 10, enemy. Yeah, so I don't know. I guess maybe we'll try. I don't know. Like, Fire Emblem's one of these games where it's kind of difficult to know how complex this is going to be. I might try just going right back to the start with this. Gonna see what happens if... Oh yeah, okay, maybe, yeah, skip that.
You are fine.
The Kingdom Army doesn't look too interesting.
It would not be I will create.
Right, so if we... Though then again, there's... Oh. Whatever that guy had. Brave bow.
Let's make this quick.
Yeah, so we'll kill that guy because... That's what was just there. And then we can just sort of avoid
I will not die yet.
the others.
I'll cut through.
I'll comply.
Let's see what this brings us.
I'm your girl.
Yeah! Apologies.
Like, the brave bow is nice, but it's not like...
More fighting.
It's not so nice that we need to... You know...
At your service. I will prevail.
It's not so nice that we
What's my strategy?
need to... Yeah,
Ready when you are.
so we'll just see what
What's the plan?
the mission involves.
Mounted units.
Advance, yeah. Don't even know if I'm going to bother to do that. Excuse me. Right, okay. So let's move... No, not there. Okay, not quite sure why you're only getting one, but we've got dark spikes, so just... just standing.
No time to slow down.
Fine. Felix, if you go here, I'm going, let's show them that guy.
It was meant to be.
Bernie gets a level up, which will be bad, as we know.
Bernie's
Bernie's just not good. Cool. Or it might be, you see, the other thing is it might not be that it was the centre, it might be that it was like time-lapsed. Well, no.
thanks.
Sure, yeah, we've got 20 restores, whatever it is. Oh, she's silenced, is it? Yeah, I don't know if I articulated myself very well or indeed at all. No, shot. I should go further than that. Yeah, whether or not it was about turn time or whether or not because we took the centre. I assume it was because we took the centre. But assumptions, they say. Some other little fuck-ups. Okay. I'll go to there. With the... Wireless, how far can you get? Okay. Sylvain. Keep going, you're going to keep getting... Okay, it doesn't matter. We'll just use it to get heals up. Dorothea. Right there. Petra right there. Inga's right there. And Annette. I think Annette goes here and there's Dance Dorothea, so we should go her along.
Oh, thank you.
Right, okay, let's see what this brings. Yeah. Sylvain takes another hit. No one really cares. Does Mercedes get hit for any more? Okay. So. Felix punched this guy to death. Thank you.
Alright, next. I expect no less.
Mercedes, come here and heal.
Wasted effort.
Not so magnificent, not so robot leader. Best girl can go to here and can miasma either him. She can just miasma him. Interesting. What about Luna? Yeah.
They've abandoned or interfered. Fighting on route.
Okay.
No need to worry.
Your Majesty, I will go around.
That's alright, no fear. Okay, cool. So what we now need to do is block off that. Ooh. Although, what we could do, to be fair, we can get her somewhere where she's not in range of the Pegasus. Can we get her somewhere she's not in range of the Pegasus? That is not in range of the Pegasus. A double miasma.
I've got no time for mercy.
Okay, great. Lamppost shield. That's what I always wanted. Right, so we need... Can somebody get in front of... Yeah, okay, so you can get in front of the net. And then you can actually run around here. A bit more risky, but we'll chance it. Any heals on anyone?
I owe you one.
Right, you mole support on Dimitri. And you... We're going for mole support on Best Girl. But also we can sweep round and take Adol's. Okay. Okay, it's fine. Take that all day long. Right. The object of the exercise now. Okay, enemy phase. Okay, so they're still staying where they are. Thank you very much, Marianne. What we need is to bring some of these things down with some of the back units.
All for our future.
Wait there, please. Right. So yeah, he can only get as far as that anyway.
You fought well.
MVP Felix on this, but he will not be in reality. Right, okay. Who's attacking from there? The bomb thing. Let's go there. Petra. I don't believe that you can't attack. Oh no, maybe you can't attack them. Right, okay. I mean, sure, why not?
I don't need help.
Okay, anything else? Annette, yeah, Annette go to there and dance. Felix.
Ah, thanks.
Because semi-pointless level for Annette, since, okay, fine, whatever. Your health is probably the best thing she could have at this point. Who is shooting there? To be honest, I think I'm quite happy for him to take a shot there. I don't think it's going to be lethal to him. Assist, physic, Violet.
Thank you.
And then assist, physic, Dimitri. Right, okay, cool. Ouch. Would like to miss. But I guess that was too much to ask. There's actually quite a few of them congregating there.
Too easy.
Good for Felix. Enemy phase. Okay. Just hypothetically, if Lysithea goes there, can she? I think it's that, you know. Oh, you fuck! I didn't even notice the hit chance. Bollocks. Right, okay. Ooh, I think we can duck back with this one. So I don't think it will trigger A-doors. Yeah. Which is going to be critical. Right, he's going to do his stupid thing. Right, okay. If you go here and you're at Gambit, and I think we really need to deal with a swords boy here. No, not you. He's got a really funky hit chance he has. I think, yeah, that Lysithea move was not great actually. I'm gonna go back to this.
I will prevail.
Oh, no, I think we can sword it. Iron sword would do the job just as well. Well, not quite just as well, but
Witness frigid pride.
Right, you can wait there. Right. Because Lysithea might be the best place to take this guy down anyway.
Let's make this quick.
Just, I suppose, just as a check on this. So 49, 34, 49 dark spikes. So, I think maybe he might be. What's the range on this guy? So right now he's going for Petra. What's this thing? It's going to be lethal. We kind of need to deal with that guy. We'll do one try of this at 49. We've got the things to deal with it. Right, okay. I mean, that can't happen. Right, okay.
I'll comply.
Literally, hypothetically, Gambit wouldn't reach. It would hit everything else, but it wouldn't reach. Violet, can you get?
Ready when you are.
If you were to Gambit that dude.
Let's turn the table.
Right, okay, that's cool. Let's put her in a bit of a precarious situation, but we might be able to sort that.
I'll cut through.
Iron Gauntlets is not going to be enough to get the kill. Iron Bow is not going to be enough to get the kill.
What's my strategy?
This I don't think reaches him, does it? No, that's just one shot. Right. Well, I say that doesn't get the kill. What about killing edge? So we get one shot with a 24%. Not sure. Right now he can't hit anything, so I guess we've got a turn to think about that. Who?
Let's make this quick.
To be honest, like a huge part of me just wants to do that to him.
Let me help you.
We've got a Gambit
In this
boost.
situation,
We don't often get a chance with Lysithea to do that. That was probably a mistake. Never mind. Dimitri, if you go there, it still seems okay to me.
I'm on it.
No escape!
And that should hopefully break the armor. Very good. What do we get? Combo steel. Very little use.
What's the plan?
Is anyone else meleeing? I suppose he's meleeing, isn't he? Iron Bow will not do enough. Morgana will not do enough. I guess we could use whatchamacallit, the Creator Sword to make the difference. Oh, did he just get advantage? I feel like he did. Yeah, he did get advantage. I think we should get that though. The odds are in our favour. Oh, come on. Good. Right, so last one. You know, he's better against swords. That's not a tremendous problem. Iron Gauntlets will take him to 87, although there are some chances to crit. Dorothea, what are your meteor options at this point? Oh, I mean, 51. Right, if you go all the way, does it give you any more meteor options? Because I'm a little bit nervous about some of the ones there. Doesn't look like they're in range. One of them should rest. Yeah, Ingrid should be okay.
I'm your girl.
Right, okay, I guess first off then, let's just dance Lysithea, because if anybody can
apologies.
one shot and 3 ups and turns, it's her. And also it'd be nice to get her out of the firing line somewhat. The double seraphim is looking pretty tasty.
You're in my way! I will not die yet.
Outrageous levels of damage. Oh, B, what does that give? Oh, warp, okay.
You are impressive.
Yes, you are impressive. Right, okay. So we don't want to necessarily go for the middle yet. I think we just need to try and take that over. Yeah.
Will this ever end?
I'm not doing anything else.
At your service.
Right, okay. Who are we physicking? Physicking him.
Wasted effort.
Right, okay. And then if you go there, nothing's attacking you and you will be backing up Ingrid, so good. Right, okay, that was the one we expected to miss. This one shouldn't do too much damage, and indeed a lot of damage will be done to him. That's great. So that's Setter. This is probably the nastiest one. Oh, she got, okay, Aegis Guard against it. Brilliant. Right.
The Empire. Such are the rules of melee.
Okay. So. Unless they are going to very cheekily come round straight for us, it should be Empire against Alliance there. So we should have secured a thing where we don't have to take on Claude unless we need to. Okay. If you go here and Gambit, can you not Gambit against the thing? God, that's. I mean, I guess it hits 3 of them. Not really the Gambit I was hoping for. But 2 of them will go. Will 2 of them go down? One of them will go down. And if we got to here, hypothetically, and Gambit it. What's the difference? Right. So. Okay. Right. Well, best girl. Assist, warp, range 1. Okay. That was kind of disappointing range, honestly, but whatever. Felix, right, okay, so we're going to have to survive a turn. And that shouldn't be too much trouble. You fire Sagittarius, just awful. Well, whatever. Nearly completed the class. Mercedes can't get far enough there. Folks are generally in the way here. Right, I need to have a bit of a think about this because it's. Right, I think we go. Dance Lysithia.
Thanks.
Right, we move best girl quite far. the question is whether or not we get our 2 first, and I don't think we necessarily do, so it might be there. Although we'll have to. No, we don't want it. Right, what about here? She's just going to get attacked by that thing regardless, isn't she? Let's just get over it.
I've got no time for mercy.
Again, hilarious dialogue. Yeah, I mean 25. It is what it is.
I will prevail.
Right, okay. So who's attacking the others here? I don't think Dimitri can get far enough to do everything we need him to do, so I think he's just going to go there.
Eventually, I too will fall.
And I think Petra goes here, and then the Iron Sword that way.
Not for myself, for everyone.
Okay,
One
good.
step.
Good for you. Mercedes, can you? I think we actually do 45 for now, because there's just a couple of. I know it's mostly just Ingrid, but wait. Everybody being at full, we've got the time for it, so we might as well. Right, she goes to here and gambits. That's a no-brainer. You get a minor gambit boost. We just want to recount armor as best we can. Oh, it brings her over there. Oh, Adel's not doing anything. Okay. Right. Okay. Well, that was unexpected.
Let me help you.
Okay, lots of gambits there. Right, and then I guess Dorothea technically could Thorn, but I think I'm going to do that. Doesn't quite break the armor, unfortunately. Right, okay. I mean, they shouldn't last. Yeah, good luck. Ouch. Right, let's go. Guards, good stuff. Right, okay. This is where it gets a little bit horrific. Yeah. Now, it's behoves you don't have to fight him. Right, this is using up the goes of the Pegasus Knights, which is really good because it should give us another turn.
This is not as I planned, but there's nothing to be done. Burn the central hill.
What? Oh. Okay. Okay. So we've got two. Right, okay, firstly, Felix just opened the chest. 1 umbral steel. Was that worth it? No. Oh, well, maybe a little bit. No, not even a little bit. Absolutely not. Right. Okay, can you Right, okay, what would be... I think...
Nice try.
I just really want to try and break those two remaining things. No, like there. Right, okay. Bulgarian. Really? Right, okay. Silver Lance should do this and it should smash it. Right, armor's broken, okay. Umbral Steel. Right, now just wait there. So first off we want to ideally get him under half. Right. If Byleth goes to her with the Sublime Creator Sword, 30% chance to thing, okay, and if he combat arts it Sublime Heavens, got 50% chance to do that. I think 50% chance is pretty good, so we should be able to get a kill with the others. This, if we can Gambit there, that's perfect. Do that. And Petra can come in, take the second. Petra, just Iron Bow should do it.
With all of my might.
Good. Right, and then we are going to, so here is where we're going to go, because she's going to, okay, fine. Best girl to here, no, to here. Oh, she's been fucking silenced, but thankfully we have a Mercedes here who is ready and willing to make things happen. Right, okay, 41, 69, 49, 43, 41. Can I hear better than 41? I see 43 and 41 with 20s. What was... Can we not do Seraphim? Oh. Okay. Right, so it's not superb from her, but 43, or 40, we'll go 41. Oh, okay, so it's a little bit more damage than was first. That's why she is the best girl. Right.
It's done.
Not bad.
Not bad would be a complete fucking understatement, quite frankly. Dorothea, I suppose you can... Right, okay, so it's down to assists from these. I think that we go... heal here.
That helps.
I think we go Byleth here, and I think we... wasn't this, was it? It was Combat Arts Sublime Heaven. Well, then again, now we've got Best Girl open. The question is who gets it. Well, Best Girl's lower level, so...
I knew when next we met. Your journey ends here, Professor. Forever.
Yeah. No, it doesn't.
I lost. Just as expected, you aren't making my path an easy one.
Yeah. Right.
I must retreat for now. We'll meet again on the battlefield.
Oh, okay. So, defeating her first doesn't make any difference. Oh, well, okay. Well, it's going to be interesting, isn't it?
Apologies.
I mean, if we do this, we can. Yeah, with this guy. We might as well take the experience. Right, okay. Right, this is actually turning into a slightly nasty one, this, because aside from losing the brave bow, we will have to deal with Claude. I'm not quite sure what our plan is for that. Of course, they continue to go for that. Okay. Big new. Okay, well, that's good. So Claude and the Pegasus Knights are by far and away the biggest threat. Oh, good. Yes, okay, great. Unfortunately, no brave bow for us. But can't always get what we want. Right, I think the play here is to rely on the fact that they are coming through at different speeds. But that's going to be a tough one. Right, okay. Pretty much whatever happens here, he's going to have to tank a hit. So there's something. Yeah, go on, why go for them when they could go for me? Yeah. Right, okay. Sylvain. I can do anything. Oh God. Right, okay. Silenced, okay. Not the least rubbish thing, it must be said. We're not short on restores, so there's that. Right, the Pegasus Knight has to go down. There's like absolutely no question about that. That's just.
I've got no time for mercy.
That is as dangerous as they come. At which point we will dance back this girl, get her to take that other thing. Yeah, let's bring that down.
It's done.
Okay, level. What do we get? Okay, lovely.
Not.
Absolutely lovely. You run as far back here as you possibly can. You actually come to here to help back up Felix. Right. I think just flat fire should do it.
Don't bother haunting me.
Okay, nearly done. Right, I think otherwise it's just like we'll get people up here and be ready to try and take them out as we can. Can't quite get as far as Best Girl, but we can physically.
Apologies.
Okay. Alright, so they've taken some damage from being on there, which is always nice. Wish he would move quicker. I assume that they take damage. Okay, cool. It's not the miss I wanted, but it is something. Mage, that mage there, the next one, where's he going? Yes! Right, okay. Oh, we might be able to gambit that one. For Biothil Dimitri.
Be careful.
Right, punching this will do lots of damage and kill it. Okay, great.
One to remember.
Okay. So that's good. I think probably want to be a little bit cautious with capture there. No, he's there, isn't he? Yes, village. Oh, we don't even have any gambit for that, right. Okay, Inga's brave bow. 281s, fuck me! Christ alive. So I've got 8 there, I've got 5 there, but it's only... It's going to have to be Hades. 63% chance to hit. Not great.
So sad that our reunion should take place on the battlefield.
Oh, it's going to end it this actually, isn't it? Oh well.
Yeah, I thought we had a chance. There was no way to predict the movements of the Kingdom Army.
So that's it.
I can't afford to die here. I have to retreat.
Should we have tried to pump more experience out of that? Possibly. Sorry, I got a little bit fear of God from Claude there. Looking at that 2 times 83, I kind of freaked out and forgot that that would end the battle. Having said that, I don't know that I really can. Lysithea obviously best go.
So, you think you can escape Edelgard?
Your Highness! You're alive. We have to retreat to the Great Bridge of Murden.
That woman. We failed to capture her. I will keep pursuing. The rest of you, keep fighting!
I'm so sorry, but we can't do that. I understand how you feel, but the Imperial Army is closing in.
I'll kill all of them. No matter how many hundreds or thousands of them there are!
You! What are you doing here? It's too dangerous. Fall back, now!
Your Highness!
Oh.
You are...
Alright. Well, this answers some of the questions from the end of last episode, I think. Of course, plot twists on compound ones.
Have I caught you off guard, Your Highness? Aww, does it hurt? I bet it hurts real bad, doesn't it? But it's nothing compared to what my brother felt. You will never be forgiven, you know. I will never forgive you.
You must be...
You filthy monster. It's time to die!
Dimitri! Professor! Do it now!
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Brother, help me.
Rodrigue!
Your Highness, are you safe? Please tell me it wasn't in vain.
This punishment, it was mine to bear.
There are no sins or punishments on the battlefield.
No, don't die. Please don't die. Father, stepmother, Glenn. They all died and left me behind. Rodrigue, are you to join the ghosts who shadow my every move? This is my fault. I'm the one who killed you, as surely as though I had wielded the blade.
Your Highness, you have one thing terribly wrong. None of them, none of us, died for you. I'm dying for what I believe in, just as they did. Your life is your own. It belongs to no other, living or dead. Live for what you believe in. Dimitri, my boy, you really do look just like His Majesty. What are you saying, Lambert?
I am heading to Dusker, and before you start, nothing you could say would change my mind. You worry too much, my friend. So far, relations with Dusker have been going smoothly, wouldn't you say? You, of all people, should appreciate how critical these negotiations are.
Of course I do, but for the king himself to make the journey, you must admit that it's dangerous. And His Highness is still so young. If the worst should happen...
Even if the worst should happen, he would be okay. He's a smart boy, Rodrigue. Even if he should lose his father, I have no doubt that he will grow to be a good and respectable man.
Lambert.
And Butler.
However, if he ever starts down the wrong path, and I am not here to set him straight, I am trusting you to do so in my stead, old friend. Promise me.
Lambert, my promise.
What do you want?
Better writing in my video games. Right. What's all this about? Like, sorry, just remind me again who the good guys are. Like, why that woman is like any more entitled, or not entitled to her revenge than Dimitri is. Number two, like, I don't care about Rodrigue. Why would I care about Rodrigue? He's been in combat. He has been a nuisance. And in the story, he's just contributed nothing. Like, I thought for a second there, it's like, oh God, Dimitri's going to die. That's actually, that carries some weight. No, it's Rodrigue. It's like, all right, okay. And then what's that flashback? Like, so is that flashback occurring in Rodrigue's head? So are we now viewing the plot from Rodrigue's point of view? And, and why does it even matter? Why is that? What? Bad.
It doesn't concern you.
No, it actually doesn't, Byleth.
Get out of my way. No. Silence! You have no idea what you're talking about.
Why are you waiting for this moment, Byleth? Why is this the trigger? Everybody else has been clear on this from the start. Why has nobody mentioned this from the start? Why are we even following this dude? Or supporting his cause? It's just...
No matter how much lingering regret a person has, after death, they are powerless. They cannot even wish for revenge, much less seek it out. Hatred, regret. Those burdens fall on the shoulders of those who are left behind. And so I must continue down this path. I already told you as much. It is far too late to stop. Do not waste your breath with some nonsense about how I should move on with my life for their sake.
You shouldn't move on with your life for their sake. You should move on with your life for everybody else's sake.
That is merely the logic of the living. It's meaningless. Those who died with lingering regret, they will not loose their hold on me so easily. But you seem to have all the answers. So tell me, Professor. Please tell me. How do I silence their desperate pleas? How do I save them?
You don't.
Since that day 9 years ago, I have lived only to avenge the fallen. Even my time at the Officers' Academy was also that I could secure my revenge and clear away the regret of the dead. It was the only thing that kept me alive. My only reason to keep moving forward.
I mean, often, you know, what's the word for this? Like these false choices. Fire Emblem's full of... Some of the choices really matter, and then most of them just don't matter one jot. But... it's hard to click on either of these because, like, I don't believe in either of them. We'll look away. Whatever that was. Yeah.
But then who or what should I live for?
No, don't!
What I believe in.
Would it...
Rodrigue said the same thing. But is it possible? I am a murderous monster.
Yes, you are a murderous monster. Yes, no, you are actually a murderous monster.
I truly hope for such a life.
So, the other thing with this is, like, these weirdly inconsistent and incongruous backgrounds that we had. You know, first with the girl stabbing him. Like, I'm not saying that they're bad, but, like, why are we now using these?
As the sole survivor of that day, do I have the right to live for myself? Your hands are so warm. Have they always been?
I just... So you'll notice up here that there's some... Golden Deer playthroughs that were done, last year. Hard, classic. Okay, there it is. Yeah. I'll move it down just in case that gives anything away. But like the thing with this game, like Claude, you've got Adol's, you've got Dimitri, and you've got Claude. And without giving anything away on any of the routes, Claude is the only one, and I suppose you've got Byleth and Rhea too. Of the 5 central characters to the plot, Claude is the only one who's an appropriate protagonist. Dimitri is I hate Dimitri. It's just all like Adol's. I thought could be a bit messy when you're on her side. She's very compartmentalized, and not in a sort of like, oh, the character is well written and it's about how she compartmentalizes things. It's like, no, just certain parts of her storytelling exist in boxes that seem to be completely separate from the rest. But Dimitri might be right. Just why?
Part 2. Azure Moon. Harpstring Moon. The King's Triumphant Return. Following the death of Rodrigue, Dimitri begins to question his desire for revenge. His troubled mind turns to the kingdom capital and how he might end the chaos plaguing Fargus once and for all.
Right, this better be a really... he's got a lot to come back from, Dimitri. So this better be the fucking mother of all character arcs. Sure.
Our victory at Grondor was certainly a turning point for us. However, Rodrigue's death has been difficult to bear. We've lost considerable military strength and resources.
Right. So here's a point. Here's a point. Rodrigue's death. Like, anyone gonna get Felix involved? Anyone, you know? Do Felix's feelings matter? No. Because it's all about Dimitri and his fucking revenge.
If we split up the soldiers currently defending the monastery, we should have sufficient numbers to invade the Empire. But even then...
Your Highness, you should be resting. Your wounds are still healing.
I am well, I assure you. More importantly, may I have a moment of your time? Thank you. I wish to apologize to all of you. I have led you down this dark path with me, and have caused so much suffering along the way.
Yes, you have.
I cannot tell you how sorry I am for my behavior. There is no apology I could offer that would be sufficient.
And how do you intend to make up for my father's death?
Oh, there you go.
I realize words alone are not enough to repay, but I fear they are all I have.
Yeah, like... So that's Felix's like reaction. He gets a one of these additional voice lines akin to something that Sylvain or Mercedes is going to say next. It's just like, why make him his father if you're not going to... We were talking about like Fire Emblem and the writing, and somebody was saying, just as like a sort of guest on the subreddit, like that they started playing it, and they were like, should I say Fire Emblem, Three Houses, and they were saying that it's like it hasn't really grabbed them as an RPG, and you know, I think they were referring kind of to the story really, and I think that, you know, it's a really fair point with this, because like we've talked about the emergent or dynamic storytelling, but this is an example of it when it goes really badly wrong. Like, if you were doing this in a Final Fantasy style game, you know, a linear adventure with limited characters who interact in a sort of more fixed way, like, you wouldn't have Felix react like that. Well, I mean, I suppose if you were Square Enix, you might. But like, if you were making a game with you know, any sense of, you know, a well-written plot, you would not do that.
I'm not after more empty words. I want you to speak through your actions.
I know that no amount of regret can ever bring back the lives we have lost.
And indeed taken.
I know that well. It is like patching up a tear with a different material. Things can never be as they were. The best I can hope for is to make things whole again. I wish to do the right thing from now on. That is why I have made a decision. I intend to take back the kingdom capital. I wish to save our people. those who I turned my back on for far too long, to follow my heart and do the right thing. That is the only way I can atone for my sins.
Right. So, you say take it back for our people, but what you really mean is for yourself. It's just, I'm going to enact dynastic change. Or well, revert the dynastic change. Right, sorry.
Your Highness. If we can win back Ferdiad, it will give us the advantage in our war against the Empire. As one who has served the royal family for ages, know that your words bring me great joy and pride. That said, I must point out that if we make for Ferdiad, the Emperor's head will slip further out of reach. Can you live with that?
I still hold hatred in my heart for her, and for the ones responsible for the tragedy. That I will carry with me until death. But my life is my own. It belongs to no one else, and it is high time that I started living for what I believe in.
Worst
I will
arc
no longer allow the
ever.
voices of the dead to bind me. This is something that I must do. No. Something that I am choosing to do. I will accomplish my aim, even if it means risking my life to do so.
I hate you, Dimitri.
Understood, Your Highness. So, any objections?
Oh my god, so many. Count me in for objections.
You are correct. We cannot afford to die in vain by recklessly challenging the Empire.
I'm worried about Lady Rhea. But if this is the choice you've made, I support it.
I am at your command, Your Highness. I will follow you anywhere.
My sword is at your service, Your Highness.
I'll help too. The people in Ferdiad need us.
Fine, I'll help you, in my father's stead. But in return, you must win. You know that, don't you, Dimitri?
I do. And I swear on my father.
Then,
Metaphor.
it seems this war council has much to discuss. Our next stop is Ferdiad, the kingdom capital, for the future of Fargus.
Yeah, so it was the worst character arc of all time. Oh. Yeah, sure. There's going to be loads of these. Now, what are you doing? What are you doing?
Sleep evades me, so I thought I'd get in some extra training. I was just about to finish. Perhaps it is the gloomy weather, but I am feeling the sting of wounds that should have healed long ago. The injury I got when that girl stabbed me after the battle at Grondor. Her eyes were filled with revenge. Just as mine once were. I don't know, but I have a guess. I suppose I haven't told you about that yet.
Yeah, what the fuck are you talking about?
I was attacked inside the monastery the other day. It caused quite the uproar. The ones who attacked me were some of the youths we taught swordsmanship to once upon a time.
Yeah, why did they do it?
It seems they were raised by a group of thieves we put down 5 years ago. I heard Lady Rhea took custody of them, claiming that the children were innocent. I have taken so many lives, and with each one I face hatred. During the last 5 years especially. My life was not so different from that of a wild beast. And that young girl's brother. At some point I must have... That is why I thought it only natural that someone would retaliate someday. Because I hated. Because I stole and... because I killed.
Because you're a wanker.
But with those children, it's different. We drew our blades with the best of intentions. Only to hurt them in the end. I suppose this is yet another thing we will just have to live with.
I don't.
Yes.
Yeah, it's just sometimes you just gotta kill a few children.
It is
Every
my
now and then.
responsibility to confront this anguish and
You know, it's the difficult path
save my life.
of the hero. Sometimes it's just about killing everybody, including children. Oh God, my life, my poor life, as a king of fuck off. Right.
Perhaps. You know, Professor, there's something that I only recently realized. I never knew it could be so comforting to have someone standing by my side.
Yeah, great. Right. It's 1 hour. Oh, right, okay. We're going to have, yeah, as I said, crap.
Even this town, which was a ruin, has begun to recover its energy. However, acquiring supplies is still difficult. The people living here are struggling too. This conflict must be brought to an end soon. Yes, let us seize victory together and build a new, more peaceful world. Still, I wonder what path my life should follow once we achieve our goals. That has been my intent. But surely my daughter Annette must have her own path.
Why am I on the side of such wankers?
Of course, if she desires it, I will gladly return. But if she does not, I wonder if I should ask my wife to join me here. To live out our days together at the monastery. That would not be so bad a choice either. Perhaps it is the fault of last night's drink that I am indulging in such dreams of the future today. You are correct. For now, I should focus on surviving the battles at hand.
Hey! It's the old fishing guy! Hi there!
Kill him!
A short time ago, I instructed these children in the art of fishing.
Soon I will kill them.
We caught
If they are disobedient to
really
me.
big fish in the river near.
Is that right?
We will!
I did say something about that once, didn't I? I even told you to forget you ever saw me smile. But now, I would not ask that of you. Your words from when last we spoke have stayed with me. They bring to mind the king I first served. He told me not to dwell upon the dead. The dead are dead, and those who live are not bound by them. I intend to live my own life from now on.
Might that possibly have been worth mentioning to Dimitri at some point? Never mind, you just have a nice smile.
Smile as well. One that I could never have imagined when we first met.
No, I can
matter
either, since you
how
have no
our
fucking
titles or
emotional
positions
depth
change,
whatsoever.
I hope you will always remain yourself, Professor.
Such as that is. Right, okay. Right, I don't think there's anything in terms of certifications to do, but there will be an absolute crap ton of support, and spoiler alert, they almost all will come from Dimitri, which is, and again, an insufferable piece of storytelling. Because of the way the story is written, it was obvious that, okay, let's maybe say Marianne and the ones below, maybe not. But everything in his house was going to happen in one go. Well, I suppose Ash and Sylvain goes further. So the game has set us up for this. What are you doing, Fire Emblem Three Houses? I think before we start this, when we like, what are your of the three playthroughs, which ones have been my favourite thus far? I think my favourite has been what they call on this Verdant Wind, but well, I suppose no, not Verdant Wind, just Golden Deer. like, Golden Deer has been the most rational of the playthroughs. It's also been the most detached. Like, because Claude, you know, he isn't as tied in to the story as the other two are. He isn't. He doesn't have personal motivations for doing it. His motivations are basically just, you know, to get everyone to just behave relatively normally, which is obviously a massive struggle in the world of Three Houses. Between the other two, like, the Black Eagles one, the Black Eagles one is really different in the way the story is told. Well, I think there's a huge amount of overlap, obviously, but there's subtle differences in the way that the story is told. In part one, I think in this, I have felt like you sort of mostly feel like Dimitri is there doing the good thing, and that you are, you know, on the path of, for lack of a better term, righteousness. And then every now and then, Dimitri diverts from that. And at first it's done with I wouldn't say subtlety, because it's anime, and it's like deliberately overblown and caricatured. But it's not sort of hammered home. And then eventually it does go, unfortunately, ballistic, which it would have been better if it was toned down. You know, it's coming in at a 9. I think it would play better if it came in at about a 4. And then it completely flips on its head in part 2, and you just the bad guys telling themselves that they're the good guys. But when you compare it to Black Eagles, like, Black Eagles is really tonally confusing in part 1. Like, loads of actors are just taking actions that I, as a player, found it hard to agree with. Like, my own sort of desires as a player were constantly being defeated and deflected, and the whole story felt very much out of my control. Which was interesting, actually. You know, it was like an emotionally interesting experience, because, like, you know, I wanted things to happen, and I was like, okay, maybe I'm steering it towards such a thing happening, and then people would get in the way of that. Chiefly, you know, Adels and Rhea would just throw curveballs because I felt sort of in the middle of those two, and it was a very, you know, yeah, it does a lot of things there very effectively in that sense. Although, you know, you do wish that, like, Byleth might, rather than just agreeing, you know, and vindicating both of them every time they speak, maybe he might have saved, you know, tens of thousands of lives by occasionally just speaking up. But yeah, but then in, like, sort of act. In the second part, like, I haven't enjoyed Dimitri as a character. He gets on my nerves. I enjoyed him in like, I would have said that he was my favourite of the leaders up to about, I think it's about chapter 8. In the first one, I really liked him. I liked his place in the narrative, but then it just goes OTT. Anyway, it's just some thoughts. Let's listen to Dimitri speak for hours and hours.
Your Highness, you still have scars on your back.
From his fingernails.
It does you no good to languish in pain. I will procure some medicine.
No, it is fine. Well, they are still deep. These are from 9 years ago. They do not hurt any longer. And besides, it would be a shame if the scars I got from protecting you were to fade. I bear these scars proudly. It makes me think that it was worthwhile that someone like me survived.
It wasn't.
To hear you say such things.
Dedue, you say that I saved you. But do you know that you also saved me that day? If I had been unable to save anyone, I would have been the sole survivor. I would have had no reason to keep living. But I saved someone. Saved you. That and that alone has always been my crutch.
When I stood before those soldiers and their swords that day, I was prepared to die. But then, you suddenly appeared, and you shielded me. I knew then that a savior's hand could reach into even the deepest darkness. I still have not been able to repay that debt.
Have you not heard a word I've said? You have saved me in countless ways. 5 years ago, I did nothing but await my execution within my jail cell. Was it not you that saved me?
That was nothing more than my duty as your vassal.
Listen, Dedue, perhaps you consider me to be someone special, but I think the same of you. You are irreplaceable, cherished. So stop saying that we cannot be friends. Stop saying such awful things.
Please, do not look at me that way. You promised me you would build a kingdom that is proud to boast of Duscur blood. In this kingdom, where there is no distinction between the people of Duscur and the people of Fodlan, will I finally, without reservation, be able to call you my friend? Will I, Dimitri?
Dedue.
Please don't call me by my first name.
Call me your friend again and again, no matter how many hardships I must endure.
I will do all I can to bring about that world as well. To be your friend is what I have always wanted.
Is that so? I am glad to hear it.
But until that time, we must allow no harm to befall you. So please call upon me when you walk alone at night. And even when you go out in the day, please tell me where you are going and whom you are meeting.
In the end, I suppose there is no fixing your overprotectiveness, is there? I suppose I can live with that.
I have a question for you. Answer quickly before my hand slips and I cut you in half.
Yeah. Always so ominous. Well, what is it, Felix?
Sometimes you have an animal's face, contorted with anger and bloodlust. At other times, a man's with a friendly smile. Which is your true face?
Do not waste your breath on questions with such obvious answers. They are both the real me. My father, my friends, Glenn. They all meant a great deal to me. And they were all brutally slaughtered. I alone survived. If I do not shoulder the anguish and regret they must have felt, who will?
So that's how you justify your atrocities.
What do you mean?
I will fulfill my duty to the late king. My old man used to say that over and over like a mantra. How nauseating. No one seems to understand. The dead won't acknowledge your loyalty. They don't care. What a load of bunk it is, pretending to serve a corpse. You're serving your own ego.
You are wrong.
No, I don't think he is, Dimitri.
No, I'm not. The dead are dead. The living are living. You have to respect that boundary. If you keep stringing gravestones around your neck, you'll snap.
Even still, I cannot forget them, nor can I let them go.
Then keep those thoughts to yourself. If you're too weak to do that, abandon your throne. Become a gravekeeper.
Felix.
I'm not immune to emotion, you know. Far from it. I haven't gone a day without questioning why my father and brother had to die, while I survived. I'll bear this pain until the day I die, but I refuse to wallow in it. I have more important things to do than blubber for my whole life.
You know, Felix, you really are growing more and more like your brother. Always so sarcastic and constantly looking for a fight. But deep inside, more than anyone, you...
What are you getting at?
Oh, it's nothing. But allow me to thank you. Your perspective has opened my eyes.
Not my intention. I couldn't stand the pathetic look on your face, that's all.
I see. If you say so, then we will leave it at that.
Let's kill Dimitri and make Felix king. Coup for Felix, that's my vote.
Good evening, Dimitri. Have you come to pray?
Oh, well spotted.
Something like that. And you?
Oh yes, that's why I'm here. I love how calm and peaceful the cathedral is this late at night.
It really is.
Coming here on a quiet night always makes me think of those who aren't with us anymore. We've lost so many in this war, too many to count. I hope they all get to live in eternal happiness at the goddess's side.
Nope, right in the ground.
These prayers are all I have to offer.
You're a kind soul, Mercedes.
I think you're kind too, Dimitri. Sometimes to a fault.
What?
Kind? Me? No, not at all. I am just a killer. A disgusting monster.
Yep.
But why do you kill?
Because you're a wanker.
For the sake of your loved ones? Those who have passed? Real monsters kill for selfish reasons. They're incapable of expressing sorrow when they kill.
There's some real Knight's move thinking going on here, Mercedes, I gotta say.
Mercedes, I am scared. So scared that I will forget their faces. Who have died.
Right.
I cannot
sorry,
let
that was
myself forget them.
a message that
I
came
know
through.
that, and
Something that will be being dealt with in around about 15 minutes' time.
it is all the act of a monster.
It's sad, but the truth is that people forget. You may be afraid to forget your past, but you'll never be able to revisit it.
It's not stopping.
Living in the present is the best we can do. We owe it to those who can't come back.
If someone had said those words to me 5 years ago, I would be a different man today.
Yeah.
What do you want to do now, Dimitri?
But nobody did.
Continue fighting for those who have died? Not as a king, but as my classmate. What do you want to do?
My own dreams. I have never given it any thought. What about you? What do you want, Mercedes?
I want to keep sewing and training with you, even after you become king. I want to be your friend.
But I have no right to stand beside you.
My own dreams? I've never given it any thought. And I don't intend to start now. Like, what do you think, Mercedes?
I can't hear any more of this self-deprecation.
Yeah, get him, Mercedes.
I just want to be by your side. Is that so much to ask?
Mercedes. I want the same thing. If you allow it, I wish to stay by your side.
I'm glad I'm not the only one who feels that way. Let's spend a little more time here together. Just the two of us.
We can make it if we try. Okay. A. That.
Your Highness, I have one more favor to ask.
Is this about Gustav again? I have plenty more stories about him, but perhaps it is time for you to speak with him yourself.
Oh, it's not about Father this time. This time I wanted to ask about you.
About me?
I mean, I heard all about Father last time, but I didn't ask about you.
Ah, well, I'm afraid there is not much of interest for me to tell you.
Oh, it doesn't have to be funny or interesting. That's not why I'm asking. It's just that I thought I already knew you, but I'm not sure I really do. That day when we were reunited at the monastery, I didn't know what to say to you. So I wanted to prepare some of your favorite food. I thought maybe if you ate something that you liked, you'd cheer up a little. But when I got to the kitchen, I realized I didn't even know what you like to eat.
I see. Well, it's a little hard to say what my favorite is. I just don't really have any strong feelings about food. That said,
You're pretty keen on sweet things, right, Annette?
Yes, that's right. I'm at my happiest when I'm digging into a sweet treat. Oh, did you know there's a famous sweet shop in the capital?
Yes. It often had long lines outside, didn't it? The castle guards often spoke of it.
The sweets were so good. They cost a fortune, but I loved them. When Father was still around, we all lived as a family in the capital. Since then, I've had them only a few times. How I'd love to taste them again.
Say, Annette, when this war is over, where will you go? I heard that you were close to Baron Dominic back in the academy days.
That's right. But that's not where I think I'd like to go when all of this is over. I reconnected with Father, so I'd like to live with my family again, in the capital. Also, if I'm in the capital, I'll be able to see you from time to time. Right?
Ah, that settles it then. We'll have to get your father working twice as hard.
Father's at a ripe old age now. I'd appreciate it if you didn't work him too hard.
Oh, of course. I will keep that in mind.
Yeah, you remember that when you're riding Grondor. Right, okay. Ingers.
Finally, you score a point against me on the ground. You have improved, Ingrid.
That was nothing more than a fluke. My technique was horribly sloppy that last round.
It does not matter what sort of technique it was. You won. If this had been a real battle, I would be dead. You wielded your lance well, without any hesitation. Has your approach changed?
You may recall when I said I'm now able to move on. Because of you.
I remember. What did you mean by it?
That I finally understand a truth about Glenn. It sounds as though he died with a heavy heart. A heart that carried regret. I had suspected as much. But instead of acknowledging it, I twisted my memory of him to fit an ideal I've been upholding.
I see.
Your Highness, I will not sacrifice my life for anyone. But perhaps instead, I can live my life for someone. I will pledge my life to you.
Oh, for God's sake!
How exactly am I meant to interpret that?
However you please, Your Highness.
Oh? Well then. Ingrid, when this is all over, I want you to support and defend me. As my knight. I have been thinking of telling you this for a long time. We get along well, you and I.
As your knight? Yes, yes, of course. Of course I will. I intended to do so for the sake of the kingdom. Together, Your Highness. You and I. Our first order of business. Putting this tragic war to an end.
Yes. And while we're at it, do not die on me, Ingrid. Promise me that.
Yeah, promise me
Yes.
you'll never ever die.
On my lance.
God, I love it when they swear on their lances. Right, okay.
Hey, Dimitri! I heard about what you did.
Hmm? What are you talking about, Raphael?
Some folks are saying you lifted a whole wagon on your own. And you made it look easy.
Ah. I suppose I do recall something like that. I happened to cross a toppled wagon, you see. Those people needed my aid, so I aided them. But what of it?
You gotta teach me your training secrets. I want to build muscles like that.
You want my training secrets? So you can build more muscle? I'm sorry, but I honestly don't think I can offer anything that would help you. The royal family has always been blessed with immense strength. I imagine it's largely due to our blood, and perhaps our crests.
No, come on. You don't have to keep your secrets from me.
As I said, I really wish I could help, but... Look, logistics aside, why are you so interested in my strength to begin with?
I want to be really strong like you. I don't just wanna, I gotta. I've had to provide for my little sis ever since our parents died. If I want to do that, I gotta get strong so I can become a knight.
I see. In that case, I suppose I could try to help you. Though I meant it when I said I'm not sure I have much to offer.
Really? Oh, yeah!
I'm no expert on the topic of building muscle. However, for greater strength, you could try devoting more time to spear and sword training. You probably already know that, huh? Of course you do. Let's see. As a child, I was forced to train by running through the mountains all night in heavy armor.
You had to run all night in heavy armor? That sounds tough. What else did you do?
That'd be really bad for you.
Aside from that, I trained by lifting large boulders or carrying multiple barrels filled with rocks.
Got it. I'm gonna give that a try right now.
Wait a moment. You don't want to push yourself too hard too quickly. You'll damage yourself if you're not careful.
You shouldn't worry so much. I know my limits. My muscles are gonna be so big after this.
Perhaps I should not have told him all that.
I'll just put it on the tab. Right, okay.
Marianne?
Oh, yes?
May I sit here? There isn't another open spot.
You may.
I'm sorry. I should have eaten in my quarters. I know you asked me to stay away from you.
No, it's fine. About the other day, when you said you didn't regret risking your own life.
I apologize for whatever foolish thing I said to upset you, truly. But may I ask what happened?
It's just... there is only misfortune for anyone who comes near me.
Misfortune?
I'm afraid so. Especially those with complete disregard for their own safety.
Ah, so I didn't offend you. You're trying to tell me I should be more concerned for my own safety. Well, I suppose I could improve in that regard. As for you causing misfortune, I think that's far from the truth. In fact, I find you to be a lucky charm of sorts.
Me? Lucky? I'm sorry, but I don't agree with that at all. My entire life up until this point has been nothing but a string of unfortunate events.
But misfortune finds us all. Perhaps those around you have suffered or even perished. But look at you. You're still here, alive and well.
That's...
It doesn't feel good, does it? To be the one left behind? You feel guilt for not dying along with the others.
How did you know?
You and I are the same. Maybe you should fear being cursed with misfortune for coming near me. A smile and a laugh. Coming from you, that's a rarity. This must be my lucky day.
I just find the idea amusing. It's strange to think that someone like you could have anything in common with me.
Is it so terrible a thought?
No, it's not that. It actually makes me happy. As though there's finally someone who understands how I truly feel.
Okay. Yeah, we're not near the end anytime
Are
soon.
you on cooking duty today, Flame? That's unusual.
Indeed I am. I have been working away on this meal for hours now. The only thing is, each time it is my turn to tend to the meals, those in the dining hall seem to miraculously become very busy and evacuate the premises. I make the food, but nobody is ever here to eat it. I do not understand what the issue is. It is such a waste. Even my brother seems to evaporate every time I am in the kitchen. It is quite peculiar.
Well, you're in luck. I've just finished training and am positively ravenous. If you don't mind, I'd love to sample your cooking.
Really? I mean... Yes, please, have some. It is not perfect, but I am certain it will taste quite nice all the same.
I'm sure it will be great. Thank you, Flame. There were a few suspiciously crunchy bits here and there, but other than that, it was fine.
You liked it? Wow, nobody has ever liked anything I've cooked. If I cannot get
Right,
anyone
that's
else
2
to eat
hours.
this meal, though, it going to
of
spoil
cycling.
and go to waste. It is no secret to me that I am not very good at cooking.
Say, Flame, have a second helping.
You actually want more?
Of course. I wouldn't want it to go to waste after all the effort you put in. This kind of mishap can happen to anyone, you know? Don't let it get you down. Besides, I can tell you put a lot of love and dedication into preparing this food for everyone. That alone makes it taste good.
There is no need for false flattery. The few times I have asked my brother whether or not he enjoyed my cooking, he could not even give me a straight answer. My own brother!
I speak nothing short of the truth, always. It was delicious, and I look forward to eating it again sometime. I'll agree there is no need to make enough for everyone, though. If you like, you could just cook enough for me.
Perhaps. I hope you enjoy the rest of the meal.
So running.
Gustav, it has been 8 years since I last called you by that name.
Your Highness, I must deeply apologize for leaving the kingdom without permission.
There is no need to explain, old friend. I can guess at your reasons. The tragedy of Duscur. You felt responsible for that incident and sought respite in the goddess, abandoning your name, rank, and homeland in repentance. Am I right?
I have no excuses to offer. It was all I could think to do.
I always knew you for a pious man, and I figured that if you were to leave, this is where you would end up. You have changed much. Your face does not have the same resolve it once did.
If I may, Your Highness, you have changed as well.
I can't disagree.
It was my duty to protect His Majesty, your father. Naturally, that also included Lady Patricia and yourself as well.
My father and mother are gone. No amount of regret will bring them back.
My dreams are haunted by the thought that, had I arrived at Duscur more swiftly...
You saved my life at Duscur. I have only gratitude for you, no blame to speak of. I wish for you to remain in the kingdom, Gustav, even after this conflict is over. I need your strength to help rebuild the ravaged land that Fargus has become.
Please, I beg your forgiveness, but there is no place left for me in that land.
I see. Though much has changed, your stubbornness remains. I have no desire to trouble you. If you do not wish to return, that is your choice to make. But I do advise you to at least visit the place of your birth, if only for your family's sake.
Yes, Your Highness. Thank you. I appreciate your concern.
I appreciate how much shorter that one was. Right. Oh, wait, this could be entertaining.
Your Highness, missing the day's training? How unlike you.
I had intended to train, but this rain is unrelenting.
Yes, it's really coming down out there. Makes it hard to go outside, I suppose. It's pouring so hard, I can't help but feel poorly.
Yes, quite.
Sorry, that one was pretty bad. I think this weather is putting a damper on my sense of humor.
At any rate, did you need me for something?
Ah, yes. You seem to have the time to spare, so would you help me organize our stock of weapons? You must know a thing or two about weapons, and I bet you're no slouch at physical labor.
Of course, I'd be happy to help. I was just hoping for a useful way to pass the time until the rain lets up.
I appreciate it. I don't know how I do it all on my own. You know, it's great that you're willing to help with this kind of thing. Some nobles are so self-important. You're a real go-getter, Your Highness. Or should I say, your spryness?
Yeah, not sure about that one.
Well, maybe that was disrespectful. If he's going to lop off my head, he'd better go ahead and do it. I can't bear the silence. Listen, Your Highness, that joke, I didn't mean to...
Huh?
I'm not gonna
Wait. Oh, goodness. Not at all.
lie.
I see. But when a joke is unfunny to a certain degree, it somehow comes...
That's not... Still, I don't think...
It's true. Eloise, perhaps you should focus your...
This talent.
My apologies. I should refrain from commenting on the quality of your jokes. What's important is that they bring joy, right?
Okay, well, I
That
brought
doesn't.
cringe.
Next time I make you laugh, I'm gonna make you admit it was a good quality joke. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm going to cook up some top-notch rib ticklers.
Eloise, what about organizing the weapons? Oh, he's gone, isn't he?
This is it, and then we've done Dimitri.
Hey there. At it again, are we? It feels like I see you training here every day.
It's my daily routine. I'm ill at ease until I've held a weapon in my grasp.
Well, you know.
Right you are. I've been meaning to come and talk to you properly for a while now.
I was about to say the same thing. How long has it been? A decade? More? That was in Ferdiad, as I recall. You were just a little pipsqueak. You really have grown up, haven't you?
I remember those times well. Particularly your first words to me. Look at that young maiden wielding a giant lance. How adorable.
Oh, don't look at me like that. I was thrown off by your haircut, that's all.
It's all water under the bridge. Now, back then I was quite furious about it.
My father did give me a stern reprimand for speaking so rudely to a prince. But then, I never had a chance to apologize. I was always getting into trouble back then, just like the incident in Dusker.
What, was she there as well?
Speaking of,
Remember you wasn't at
do
dusk.
you ever think about going back to House Karen? Do you, Cassandra?
No, I'm happy with the life I have. No offense, Your Highness, but I don't fight for king and country anymore. I fight for Lady Rhea.
It doesn't bother you? Being labeled a criminal?
You're worried about my life as a fugitive from the Holy Kingdom of Fargus. Don't worry about me. I'm here because I want to be. It suits me far better than the life I'd otherwise lead, as a noble lady of the kingdom.
Is that so?
How about you? You've never wanted to roam free? To enjoy life as an ordinary knight, unshackled from all those princely obligations.
I can't say the thought has never crossed my mind. However, I am the son of a king. It's not possible for me to put my own desires before the good of the kingdom.
Ah, you're too serious for your own good. How'd you become such a stiff?
Don't worry, I've been working on that. Stretching is a part of my daily routine.
As it's holding his lance.
If you can joke about it, there's hope for you yet.
Great. Well, there's not too many others here. In fact, there's just literally 2 of them, so maybe we'll do this. Oh, if I can find the right button. So Felix will get Bernie, and then
you.
I wasn't really expecting the other one. Yeah, you.
What did I do? Am I in your way? I'm in your way. I know, I get it. I'm sorry. I can't stand the sight of me.
Is this a power thing or? Yeah. Okay. You just wanted to be sure, did you? Switch.
Said that. Stay right there. You're always running away. You must really find me irritating.
Irritating? I know. I completely... What? No, I mean, I know I'm irritating, but... Huh?
Stop. Do you remember when you came up behind me and knocked the sword from my hands? I need you to teach me that technique.
Sword?
It feels so close to a double entendre, and yet not.
Technique? That's a joke, right? Because that's just about the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard.
Maybe so, but I saw you do it. You don't remember? You moved like a flash, and before I knew it...
Nope, wasn't Bernie. You must have dreamed it. Unless my accuser dares to produce some evidence.
Yes, evidence. I still have your satchel, see?
Oh, my satchel. Wait, that? No, that's not mine. You can't prove it's mine. mine.
You know it's yours.
I'm innocent, I swear. Merciful Ciro, save me.
This is getting nowhere. But, maybe I should corner her like last time. Then she'll use the technique without thinking. Never mind. I'm done here.
Lies! All lies! I didn't do any... Uh-huh? Where'd he go?
Right, well. Felix, thank you for deciding not to corner Bernie. I think that might have been a bit more than anyone asked for.
Hello, Marianne. All done for the day?
Oh, Sylvain. Yes, I was just heading back to my quarters.
Well then, my timing couldn't be better. I was just heading into town and I thought maybe you'd like to join me?
I don't think I should.
I heard a story once about a beautiful maiden who was locked up in a monastery day and night. She was held prisoner by her own fear of the outside world. Then a brave knight set the girl free and took her to town, where they drank tea and talked for hours. So, my fair maiden?
Please, you should not waste your time on me. Besides, my adoptive father requested that I not stray too far from the monastery.
Margrave Edmund wants to keep you locked up, huh? I've heard he's, let's call it ambitious. Well, just tell him who I am. I think he'd approve. I'm heir to House Gautier, one of the most prominent families in the kingdom. I've got a crest, I've got money, and I'm stunningly handsome.
I don't really know you all that well, but I don't think it makes a difference. I mean, it doesn't really matter to me that you have a crest.
Oh, no. I didn't mean you should find my crest impressive. I meant your family would, and you know what? Maybe I should start over.
If you're going into town, please just go without me.
Oh, okay. I've got to get going anyway. Places to be, you know. Well, this is me going. But remember, should you ever need me, I will forever be your knight, my maiden.
I wonder what he meant by that.
That was so weird because it's just not how the game normally handles those sort of things. It's had so much more gravity because of it. No comment underneath, like no the combination of it, like her angled eyes. Right, I think that was absolutely brilliant. Right, okay. I think I might do. Now I'm lazily off the bike. Well, lazily, 2 hours. It's not that lazy. Let's go and we'll do this business because we do want to do that. And blacksmith. That's fine. That's fine. I think we might be okay. Such a weird selection of items on something. Oh yeah, what even was that lamppost shield? We obviously didn't get the brave bow, but I don't think we necessarily need another brave bow, honestly. Oh. What does... Well, the thing is, so the critical ring, I think... Like, that lamppost shield is not bad. But and we don't have a. Okay, fine. I think we'll go with the lamppost shield. It does mean that we've got a spare critical ring. Should we think? I feel like he should have something. Just take a speed ring, even if, just so in case he gets lumbered in and yeah, Dedu kind of needs to stay with that. No question he needs that. Rafael gem, fine. Evasion ring, yeah, absolutely all day long. She's already got a critical ring. Yeah, it's looking like. I think we might do. Does that even make any difference? Right? Probably not. Right, okay, we'll go to certifications just to round it up. So he is just staying in that. He is just staying in that. Is he staying in that? I think he is. Dedu. Oh, so Dedu finished that. Oh, we were waiting for him to gain a level, but we'll take him up. Okay, fine. Felix, I think he's probably still quite a way off. Getting War Master, Axe and Ball, yeah. I mean, hypothetically, we could get him to do Warrior, but nobody cares about that. He has all the others, so he stays there. Like I said, I think we're done there. Is he done with that new time yet? Yeah. I guess with Ingrid, I think the time has passed now for her getting the strength bonus from that, so I guess we don't need to worry there. Yeah, it's kind of just gone for him, isn't it? Right, okay. And there's a silver axe plus there at the axe tournament, which is not going to be terribly useful to us because we don't have anybody who uses axes. So I think I said before, I think there's going to be 20 chapters. I am now looking at this and thinking it is likely to be 24 chapters. 2 full calendar years is my guess. In terms of the support, we've got him and Annette, but that should happen sort of organically, really. Shouldn't have to worry too much. And then he's got these other ones down here. We can get the other supports. I don't know. I had wondered whether or not Three Houses was going to pull something out of the bag here, because some people genuinely think like that Dimitri's full arc or whatever, the full path of this playthrough, as I say, about a quarter of which is still to go, is really good. So I had wondered whether or not we might see, like that middle section would just be kind of like a what's the word? Like a lull in the writing, and then it would pick up a bit at the end. I don't know why I thought that. When I did the tier ranking for this game, for the RPG tier ranking videos, if you've seen those, then you know, this is just what I took. Like, if you haven't seen those, rather, then I took about I think it was about 20 or 30 of RPGs that I had played over the years, and sort of did them, ranked them by tiers of how good I thought they were. And they were like, what were the tiers? I think it went S to G. The point was that, like, yeah, like Fire Emblem was in like the, you know, the top probably 90%. I guess we do it as like a percentile thing. Fire Emblem Three Houses was up there. I think I'd still put it there. I think the leveling up system is such that there's more, you know, there's kind of gifts in that sense, and I do enjoy the combat. But I have to say, to me, the fact that, like, I'm suspecting it might go up to chapter 24, that's not you know, and it could go up as far as like 30 or something. I have to say, I really hope it doesn't go up as far as 30. And if it went to 22, that would be in its favour. Like, part of the, this is a really good point, I think, for anybody who's making an RPG. If you're like an indie developer, don't rely on your story in the end game. Do make efforts to make your story good in the end game. Do make efforts to, like, you know, provide story rewards in the end game. But keep those other rewards coming, because the chances are your story probably isn't good enough. And I know that sounds really like harsh and negative, but like, there are, you know, talking about Fire Emblem Three Houses here, but like, I as I said, you know, I've said before, I think it's true of Baldur's Gate 3, that like that's a game where like it just stops giving rewards at all in the in its end game, and it's just like, yeah, but there's the story to unlock. It's like, you know, story's okay, you know, but it's not necessarily going to pull people along on its own. So drawing out the end game is, yeah. But maybe that's a certain amount of that is particular to the playthrough. And to be fair to Fire Emblem, it's not like we have stopped this yet. Nobody has completed S rank in anything. I assume Besco is, or she's close though. I don't know if there's an S plus. She's actually S for What's it called? What's it called? S for authority as well. So there's still things coming, and then there's, of course, there's still abilities. Yeah, authority level 5. What's Battlefield Desperation? Sorry, why are we using that again? Okay, I'm not quite sure why I overlooked that one. Okay, that's absolutely brilliant. It's kind of tempting to get rid of defense +2 here and go. Mind you, his bow prowess is only 1. I would have thought it'd been loads better, but seemingly not. Movement +1 would be awful. Yeah, in fact. Much as I like that, that's better. Brawling is good, but still use like sword, armored blow, very nice. I can possibly sword against axe users is nice and all. That I don't think makes a difference. I think I should have times. I guess it's just that we don't have anything that we use more really. Yeah. That's all fairly evident. What even is charm, by the way? Oh, adjacent allies do 3 extra damage. Yeah. What else down here? Petra is still. She's really good with that. Like I'm a big fan of hers. Oh, alert stance plus. Void +30. Is that better than what Ingus has? Oh, interesting. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. Right, let's save the game. That will conclude this episode. 2.5 hours, and however much longer I keep talking between now and the closer, which is not going to be very long. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye bye bye.